Welcome back to the channel, fam. Welcome back to the channel. This is Brian, the introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell, it's simple. Now today, fam, we're back with Ike Pause, and we're going to be taking a look at Nurie Creator. But before we do, I gotta show you the actual funnel. So I'm actually in my back office, and we're actually going to go through and show you the funnel, and then I'll show you the sales page for each. But just want to make sure I show you the pricing of each before we proceed further into the video. So that being said, let's get into it. So here you can see within the funnel itself, we have 4 different products. We have the front end, which we're going to go over, which is the Nurie Creator. And then we have AI book ads, which allows you to use the power of AI to help you create your ads for the platform, I believe, is Amazon KDP, and I kind of gives you a master class in showing you how to do that, and you can see the pricing right here. And of course, Nurie Creator is tiered, so they have the front end tier, the elite, the pro tier, and the elite tier. So the pro tier, and we'll go over the differences between each tier in this video. It's $97, and the actual elite tier is $197. Just for full transparency's sake, I just want to let you all know that I am all in. I do not have the AI book ads, but I am all in on Nurie. I have the front end, the pro, and the elite. But with that being said, let's go ahead and head over to the sales page. And we're going to learn a little bit more about Nurie. I know you may have seen it on YouTube. It's been around for over a year now, so it's not a new product, but it did get an update, including Nana Banana. So I'm going to show you that in the actual back office, what some of the images are looking like. So essentially, it allows you to create your own coloring books using AI. And this is just the sales page. It shows some of the coloring books. I'm not sure these examples that they're using here are books created by Nurie, but these are some bestsellers on Amazon. And some of the images that you can create inside Nurie. Here is one of the creators, Ike Pause, and the developer, Luke Bowles. And some of the actual marketplaces you could put your coloring books on, such as Etsy, Teachers Pay Teachers, and of course Amazon KDP, because options matter. So they're saying the simple prompts is what work best for them in their software, not the actual prompts that are a little bit more in depth to kind of create the black and white images that are necessary for the coloring books. And that's what this software specializes in, is in making the actual images optimized for coloring books, for a coloring page. So that's what makes Nurie special, because it's for coloring books. It's completely optimized to make your images ready to go for coloring books. And we could just take a little bit more of a look at the sales page and some of the coloring books created by people that was in the beta group. And here are some of the people saying that they created books and they're getting royalties on Amazon KDP, and that's cool. And here's one of the art styles, as you can see here. And it's just advertising more of the actual software and its capabilities. And I'm going to show you also that you can design your covers. This software has come a long way. In my opinion, it's very, very much mature. In the beginning, it was mature. It was a fully fleshed out product, but certain features, it just needed a little bit more polishing. But now you can create your covers. You can create a front cover, a back cover, and we're going to show you all of that in this video right now. And just here are some more of the features. Amazon ready KDPs, multiple KDP trim sizes, Everything belongs to you. You can find coloring niches and of course the step-by-step training by the man like Paz himself. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop on in to Nurie. I'm already logged in. So we're going to take a look at all of the features in this walkthrough, an overview. I'm already logged in. So here we are in Create, and we have AI generation, we have the single niche multiplier, and we can K up. We can K up generation, where we just put what we want generated. It'll generate in the background, and this is an elite actual offering, or rather capability, where you can just have coloring books K'd up. You say, I want to create this, it'll do its thing, and then you'll get an email, and then you'll be good to go. And of course they have image to coloring sheet, and that's in beta, and of course they have the AI book cover generator. You can upload clip art. You can colorize line drawings. They have an AI coloring book assistant, which is actually a chatbot. Speedy SVGs, and of course you have the PDF merger. But with that being said, let's go ahead and test out some of these features. And before we do, just want to make sure you look over here. This was not available before. So what I actually want to show you, fam, in this video is images generated without Nano Banana, and then with Nano Banana. And beta mode is the test mode. It doesn't exactly specify what that is here, but the turbo mode is for faster generation. But there's one thing I want to do, fam, before we even get into all of this. Just want to give me 1 second. I found it, family. It's actually in the sidebar. So the tutorials is right here. So I want to make sure that I show you that they do have tutorials, and you can see in the user settings over here, we can choose whether we want to automatically enable SVG export, PDF and PNG export, and add white background. So as you can see here, as I hover over the question mark, it says when you enable this option to allow quick one-click SVG downloads for your generated images. Once enabled, a download button will appear under each generated image, making it easy to save them as SVG files. So for me, I would want to have this, and of course, I would want to add the white background. But that seems to only be for PNGs. And I would definitely want to make sure we insert a blank page. And the PDF bleed. So the PDF bleed expands the image to fit the entire page without gaps or margins, and adjusts the page size to include the bleed. So edge to edge designs, we want that. And we're going to test that out in this walkthrough, but we want to show the tutorials, because I believe on this page we can actually go through and see the sales page for the Pro Creator, since I'm going to be showing you everything from the Elite Access and the Elite. So I briefly want to just touch on those, but also want to show you that you do get a masterclass, and Ike Paz, the man himself, he will take you through everything here, how to use the software, what to do, and just how to run it. So you're not just getting the software and just, hey, good luck, figure it out yourself. He's gonna take you through, show you everything that you need to know, and how to do each and every individual thing. So for those of you that's thinking that if you invest in a tool like this, you're just gonna have to figure things out, that's absolutely not the case. You're gonna have a whole masterclass that's gonna take you through step by step and show you what to do, including uploading your video, well, rather your books, to Amazon KDP, which is extremely useful. So I think that's certainly a go. But let's take a look at what the Pro offers you compared to the Elite. So on the Pro upgrade, you get unlimited PDF creations. You get the task KN, so if you do get the front end, you don't have access to that. That is a Pro feature. So no need to leave your computer on. You just K the task. It does what it needs to do. You get an email, and that's that. You get the streamlined workflow. Okay. We just want to see. So unlimited downloads, PowerPoint integration. So we want to see what the Pro gives you, so you have an idea if it's something that you need. So you get unlimited downloads. The basic gives you 99 PDF downloads, which for most people is enough, in my opinion. So you get to edit in PowerPoint. So fully formatted books and printables in PowerPoint format. The task KN, where you can pretty much K the task and it'll operate in the background. You don't need to sit around and wait. So you can control the line thickness for your images, and you get done for you back end multitasking. You can unlock vector images, and you get the single niche multiplier. So this powerful AI feature provides an endless supply of niche targeted coloring pages. So there's no need to go through the entire sales page. Just want to show you what you get with the Pro version. And with the Elite version, Nano Banana. This alone makes full funnel necessary. Period. But that's just my opinion. So you can turn clip art into coloring pages. You get higher speed priority. Three click speedy bookmaker. You get the speed boost. It's so important that they actually have to say it twice, it seems. And you get AI book cover generation, very important if you want to make a complete product in one go. Right in the Nurie creator platform, you can do that if you have the Elite upgrade. So let's just go ahead and look at the Elite upgrades offerings as explained on the sales page. So you get the AI book cover creator. You can turn clip art into a coloring book image. So if you have any clip art, you can just upload it and make it a coloring book page. So now you get more software control. You can erase, add text, adjust images, and of course you get the speed boost, complete book creation, everything formatted and ready to go. And this right here makes it worth it. In my opinion, nothing else matters to me other than Elite image creation. And that is the problem with AI, and I think Nano Banana is one of the best image generation tools out today as of November 10th, 2025, as the recording of this video. And they're even upgrading Nano Banana to a second version, but even the version right now, well, not Nurie, but Google, but even Nano Banana as it is now, it is, in my opinion, very, very, very much an outstanding tool. So 3 clicks to coloring books. That's also a feature that's available if you choose to invest in the actual Elite upgrade. But I feel like I've shown you a lot. It's 13 minutes into the video. I know you're like, Brian, that's cool and everything, but show us the daggone tool. And I hear you, fam. I hear you. I just have to make sure that I show you everything so you don't see all these cool things that I'm doing and thinking that you can get it in the front end, because you can't. But whatever you think is necessary for you, I highly encourage you to invest in. So here we are in the create section, and as you can see, I have my sidebar, and you actually can choose to leave it open or close. I don't mind having it here open, because here's where even I may need to get access to the tutorials. And if I need to contact the creators, I can hit this button right here. You can always upgrade your access, change your password, and of course the export options, which I don't have checked off for SVGs, but you can export images if you add it to your image list. And one thing you need to know is that they do not save your images permanently. So when you generate your images, make sure you use them, because I believe after like 24 or 48 hours, it's gone. And in my opinion, that makes the tool affordable. For the one-time deal, it ensures me that it's going to be around forever, because they're not paying for hosting your images on a long time basis. Just image creation. So you have done for you and you have freestyle mode, and we're going to go through everything right now. So let's just read right here. So in done for you mode, you need to use the prompt builder below to add prompts to the prompt box. If you wish to type in the prompt box, switch to freestyle mode. So in done for you mode, you write the description, the situation, which is optional, and you can choose the art style. And here are some of the art styles that go from kawaii all the way down to vintage, even simple zen noodles and zen noodles, boho, watercolor. So you have a whole bunch of options, and we're actually going to test this out in turbo mode, and then we're going to test out Nano Banana just to see the differences in the images. So we can just put, let's actually pull up Paraspeech for this. A cat in sunglasses and shorts at the beach with an ice cream cone. Shout out Paraspeech. Okay. Let's make sure. So, my main character description is a cat in sunglasses and shorts. Maybe we'll take this and put it here. At the beach with an ice cream cone. And maybe for art style, we'll select kawaii. And let's just see if we add to prompt list, if that will add this information. And as you can see, it took our description, the situation, and the art style, and that's pretty much the done for you. And we can put no background or background layer assist. Since I'm creating a beach scenario, we're gonna use the background layer assist. And you can see we have different image sizes, whatever you need for Amazon KDP or whatever platform that you're going to use to be selling your coloring books. They have different image sizes that they will automatically put your images in so that you're good to go. So we'll just stick with this for now, and we can also modify the line thickness from thin to medium to thick. But we're just going to go ahead and generate images. So prompt 1 exceeds 10 words. So one thing to note, they want their prompts very simple, in 10 words or less. So that's just something to keep in mind. So here it's going to generate, and I want to show you how it looks in regular mode and also how it looks using Nano Banana, so we can see the differences and the actual image quality, because that is what's important. And here we can see their AI has a little bit of issues. Like one, our cat has an extra arm right here. Our cat here has 2 sunglasses in the head. Alright. So this is the actual their image generator. But I want to see, before I show you Nano Banana, I just want to show you that these are PDF. If you click on it, you download it as a PDF. You can edit it. You can change the thickness. Let's say we want it all the way up to 10. We can go ahead and just update. And you can see that looks very, very intense. So we probably want to just put that down to 0. And we update. I can download it as a PNG. Could download as a SVG, download as a PDF, and of course we could download all images as a PowerPoint. And then if we go ahead and click larger preview, we can see a larger preview. If we click edit, because I have the editing feature, we have eraser mode, we have the free draw mode, cut tool, line, curve, circle, point, polygon, transform, text, images, pretty much whatever you want. And with the text, you have these options here for different texts. Oh, okay. I like that. And then just trying to expand this so we can actually see the text. It is not cooperating right now. I just want to increase the outline and everything. So that is having a bit of an issue right now. I'm sure I can figure it out, but instead of spending a video trying to figure that out, we'll just move on for now. We have the free draw tool where we can just draw things, whatever we want. And then if we're not satisfied with what we draw or we made a mistake, we can just go ahead and erase it. Some of the things I'm showing you here, you can also see in the actual tutorials. So I'm not going to go too in depth with showing you those things. I just want to show you the main features of the actual tool. And this right here, I want that to go away, but I'm not going to focus too much on that. I do want to show you what it looks like using Nano Banana. So we're going to select Nano Banana and we're going to actually use the same prompt. And we're going to hit, well, actually let's see what if the beta mode improves the images. So we're going to go ahead and hit generate images again. And beta mode only supports 8.5 by 8.5. So it's been automatically updated to reflect this. So it's saying to shorten for best results. So they want their prompts to be 10 words, but I think the prompt right here is pretty fine, because you need to know what the subject is, what they're wearing, and where they're at, and what they're doing. So for beta mode, I noticed that the quality of the images have increased, in my opinion, significantly, even though there's a bit of AI madness going on. Like, why does our cat have all their paws down here and then an extra paw holding the ice cream cone? Same thing here. This cat right here was missing shorts, and this cat here was, well, they have an extra hand. They actually have an extra paw, so that's odd. But that is the beta mode. But we want to use Nano Banana and see what that looks like. And we'll generate images using Nano Banana. So we want to see if using a higher quality image generator is going to have a positive effect on our images, because we know options matter. And we want to make sure that we're putting out the best possible quality images for people that's going to be in immediately. Just looking at the images, Nano Banana, it makes this a go. This is a no-brainer. No AI, well, some AI nonsense, but it's cute, it's kawaii, and it's perfect. The Nano Banana, in my opinion, fam, makes this a go. On the first try, both these images is a go for coloring books. So if you're at this point watching the video right now, this is outstanding. Look at our cute kawaii cat at the beach with a cute little sun, cool shades. They added little fishes on the shorts, fam. This is amazing. Absolutely a go for Nano Banana. It's not even a question, fam. Pick this up, in my opinion. But now that we've seen that Nano Banana is the difference maker, we also can go over to freestyle. And pretty much the difference with freestyle is that you can write your prompt. You go over here to the little question mark. It just tells you type in one or more prompts to generate images. Use simple descriptions, dog sitting by fireplace. Less is more. And since I've shown you the background layer exists, we can just put no background. So we could just put a cat in sunglasses and shorts. We'll eliminate this. Even though we seen Nano Banana Rocket, and we can actually put more than one prompt. And give me 1 second, fam, because I actually want to test this out. But since I don't have it in my mind, I need to come up with something to make more prompts. So just give me 1 second and I'll do that. Okay, fam, so sorry it took a little bit of a minute for me to get back. You probably didn't notice because I just paused the video. What I actually did was figure out how I can just use a tool that I already have called Pismo AI, so I can scale the prompts without having to come up with individual prompts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the tool, and then you can also see I have Wordara popping up, so I could use Wordara as well. And I will hit the hotkeys to bring up Pismo. And Pismo here will come up with the prompts for me, and I will just say to Pismo, please remove the numbers from the individual prompts and only provide the prompts, please. And we'll hit replace selection. And then we have our prompts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I specifically, when I made the prompt, specifically told it to make sure that each prompt is under 10 words, which is what Nurie Creator prefers. We're using no background. We're going to use Nano Banana because it's awesome, and we're going to generate images. So since I told it to generate 20, we're going to just eliminate 10. We'll eliminate a few of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a few right there. And we'll just eliminate a few more. And we'll hit generate. And it'll do its thing. So we took away about 11. And it's going to do its thing. And while it's doing this thing, we'll just pause the video and we'll come back and check out our images when it comes back. And then I'll continue to take you through Nurie, and we'll check out the other tools and features in Nurie. So just stand by, fam. Okay, fam, so we're back. Success, your images are ready to become your next masterpieces. And as you can see, cat in sunglasses and shorts painting on canvas. Cat in sunglasses and shorts eating watermelon slices. Cat in sunglasses walking tiny dog. The only issue I have with this one is, why is the cat like black and white? I think that's an interesting dynamic, but I actually love this idea. But the cat coloring is interesting, but I love this idea. Cat in sunglasses and shorts having a picnic, stargazing with telescope, and playing with frisbee. So I believe that's images 1 through 16, and we can go through 17 to 27. Playing frisbee on a scooter. Awesome. We have our cat on a scooter. Nano Banana is doing its thing over here, dancing happily. And of course, cat in sunglasses and shorts blowing bubbles. Sample. I like this right here, fam. It did its thing. And that's with the no background. So a lot of them had no background, but you know AI is AI, so sometimes they'll put background. You see some of them have background images, a lot of them didn't. but that is with the freestyle feature. Next, I want to show you the niche multiplier. And essentially, with the niche multiplier, the same thing. We can have the done for you or the freestyle. So the niche multiplier pretty much is what I went out the way to do was, okay, so I use Pismo and I use Pretty Prompt to come up with prompts to multiply the scenarios, but with the niche multiplier, it'll do it for you. All right? So we could put background layer assist, and we could just delete all of this right here. So I actually created an extra step for myself, when really the tool, when you have the proper upgrade, it'll do it for you, right? So we can just go over the freestyle, right? And it should be able to multiply it. So here we have the slider, and let's look at the slider. So this slider sets the number of repeats for each prompt in your niche. For example, if you write cat and select 10, it will generate 10 variations of cat. Similarly, if you write cat, dog, frog, and select 10, it'll generate 10 variations of each prompt. So these are the prompts I came up with just using Pismo, because that's just a tool that I have, but you don't need it. That was an extra step that I did, but that's fine. So we can just go ahead and go for 10, and we're gonna let Nurie come up with the multipliers. But the thing is, you see how it doesn't have nano banana? So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you have another way to multiply outside of Nurie, it would be advisable, because I can automatically see over here that in freestyle and done for you, you do not have nano banana, and in my opinion that's a no-go. But since we're testing out the features anyway, we're just going to go ahead and hit generate images and let it do its thing. And instead of having you here waiting, we're just going to hit the video and pause, and we can see the difference between scaling it on your own using different tools if you have access to them, and then using Nurie, which right now it does allow you to scale, but it doesn't allow you to have access to nano banana as it's scaling. So that's just something to keep in mind. So we're just gonna pause the video while it go ahead and does its thing. Okay fam, so they're ready, and here are our images, which I think are pretty okay. These aren't nano banana, these are just using the beta mode features, which is the improved images of on Nurie Creator, but these are not nano banana. But for the most part, some of them are pretty okay. But I want you to know that there is a difference in the quality. So if you want the best, in my opinion, which is nano banana, you're not going to be using the niche multiplier. But these are the images that the niche multiplier came up with our cat in sunglasses, and that is the beta mode. That is not using nano banana. So just something to keep in mind. So that is the niche multiplier. So we can also check out K generation. And pretty much what K generation is going to do, and I believe I have 8 for today. We'll go over the freestyle. We can K up to 50, right? And it'll K the task and notify us by email. And as an elite member, I get to go into the elite K. So we'll just show you that. And once again, you can use the done for you if you don't know, and choose your art style, just to make it simple, and it'll come up with the prompt. and it's going to repeat. For your niche, you can use the multiplier. Now here it also doesn't say if it's going to use Nano Banana. So to me, in my opinion, Nano Banana is what makes this functional for me. But if you just want to spit out images, you can. So with this, I know we can generate up to 100. So, you know, I'm already going to use Pismo, and I'll just use my own prompts. I don't know why it's using a panda, but what I'm going to tell it to do is come up with 80 more and do not include the numbers. Please come up with 80 additional prompts with our panda, but do not add any numbers. So for a total of 100 prompts, but no numbers. Right. And it should come up with 100 prompts. And in this time, we're going to use a panda. And since Pismo is going to be doing a lot of the work, we can just leave everything for 1. And then I will hit replace selection. Now, I know I'm showing you a tool that's not included in actually Nurie, but you know me, options matter. And even with tools that have everything that you know can be done for you, some of the tools it may have may not be ideal for me. So I also like to have additional tools to make things simple for me, because you know I'm the simple guy. I like things simple. Options matter. Don't be that guy. Diversify. Simple. So we have our prompts. I'm going to use the Elite K. We're going to K the task and have it notified by email. And so it's going to be 50. Okay. That's fine. So we'll take off some of these. I don't know how many of these we have. So what I'll do is I'll open up Pismo. Please eliminate 50, exactly 50 of these prompts. So give me 50 prompts in total. Oh. So Pismo is acting up. Let me try again. That's fine. Please eliminate 50 of these prompts. Provide only 50 prompts in total. I closed Pismo by accident. So you know I gotta fix that. I mean not Pismo, Paraspeech. And there it goes. Please eliminate the numbers and only provide the prompts. No additional commentary. It's going to go ahead and do that. You know, I like to have the things to keep everything simple. So you'll see me using different tools, and hopefully that is 50 prompts right there, so I can cater task and move along with the video. So that's going to go ahead and do its thing, and I don't need to sit here and babysit this. It'll email me. I'll show you that it's going to email me, the actual email, once I get it. And then we'll go from there, but we'll just keep exploring Nurie. So here we have the AI image to coloring sheet. So I do not have an image right now. So what I'll do is I'll pause, I'll upload an image, and then we'll go from there. Okay, fans, so I actually did have an image that I found from a side project that I was working on, and here's the banner, and I just uploaded it, and it turned into a coloring book image. And I will actually, here's the image, and as you can see, there's my avatar, and it took this image that was originally color and it made it black and white, and I think it did a fairly good job. So that is the tool, and you can upload it. You can select the image side. Well, mine was a banner, but ideally you would choose a image that's just a regular size if you want to use it to put it in a coloring book. But I just want to show you that you could upload any image and it will do what it needs to do for you in terms of changing it into a coloring book page. And you can see that we can rotate it left, we can rotate it right, we can change the line thickness, and we can update same as before. And that looks horrendous in my opinion, so we're going to bring that back down to 0. And that is this tool right here, where you can just pretty much upload it. You can download it, choose whatever art style that you want, and you can make it unique. And that is the AI image to coloring sheet in beta, and it's absolutely good to go in my opinion. So let's go ahead and check out the AI book cover gen. And here pretty much we can choose our book size, the page count, we can choose the cover title, the title color, and we write a short description of the cover, and we can copy the front cover to the back cover. So we'll just go ahead and go through it. You know me, I am Brian, the introverted marketer. That is me. Coloring for introverts. I don't think that's a great title, but we're just showing what we can do, making a cover title and cover author. And with the text, we can add text. Of course, we can type here if we want to completely customize it ourselves. If we want to completely customize it ourselves, we can add text here. Or we could just delete everything, choose a different size. We can upload custom font. They have curve tools and have a whole bunch of different fonts that we could use. But you could also upload your own font, change the outline color, you could change the thickness, or as you can see here, I put this all here just to show you that we can just generate a cover using AI. We don't even have to do any of this manual stuff unless we want to, right? In the different modes I showed you already. And we can put, let's just say we want, what do we want for our cover? We want, let's just say, a relaxing environment in a park. I don't know if that's going to be too much, but let's go ahead and generate the front cover. And it's going to go ahead and generate the front cover for us. The example was just flowers, so this might be a little bit too complex for it, but we'll just give the AI a chance. And as you can see, the name, Brian, the introverted marketer, that's me, coloring for introverts. And we have our relaxing park environment. It does look a little bit weird, but I think it did a pretty good job. And we can remove the front cover image. We can show back cover options. We can have a header, we can have a footer, and we can put flowers or whatever we want in the back. So I just want to generate a cover for you just to show you that you don't have to have a plain cover, right? So we'll just take the same and we'll put this, or we can cover the back cover image to the front. So you can copy the front to the back or the back to the front, whatever floats your boat, or you can put no image on the back. You definitely want to have an image on the front so people can see what they're getting into, and you can have a header and a footer. Awesome coloring pages for introverts. And that'll be our header. I don't know what I want for the footer. That was just something off the cuff, my idea. And it says leave these blank if you don't want AI to generate the header or footer. But we'll just leave the header like that, the footer blank, and we'll generate a back cover just so you can see what it looks like. It may look cool, it may look weird, but we just want to test out the capabilities for the audience. And it seems like it didn't generate anything. Oh wait, it did. So one thing, I probably would make this smaller, but I like it. I actually like the back cover better than the front cover. Not for nothing. This is actually more in line with what I had in my idea of what I want the park to look like, but I'm getting distracted. So you can actually upload an image if you want for your cover, so you don't have to use the AI at all, right? You can download as a PDF and you can download as a PNG 300 DPI. So you do have options here, and this is the cover creator using AI. I believe I've shown you everything that there is with that specific feature. So we've covered this, and this, and the tools. I've shown you that you can upload an image, well, coloring sheet. It's pretty much the same thing here with uploading clip art into coloring pages. You upload something that's clip art and it'll turn into a coloring book page. I already showed you that you can change an AI image to a coloring sheet. So it's pretty much the same function, just specific to clip art. And then you have the AI colorized line drawings. So, not sure what this does, but we can just go ahead and hit generate. I already have my image here. It's pretty much optimized to be a coloring book page. So I'm not sure what this would actually do. I think this probably is the same thing, if I'm understanding correctly. So let's just, because it didn't really change anything. We can clear the uploads though, and I wonder if that's gonna help. So that didn't help at all. Tried to clear the upload so we can test this feature out. But that didn't do much right there. But let's just move along so I can show you the other features. And we have the AI coloring book assistant. And this is pretty much just a chatbot that you can go back and forth with to get ideas. But in my opinion, the best thing to do if you're gonna use a tool like this to create your coloring books is you want to have Kumo, which I'm gonna do a separate video on. Which this is an additional product made by iPaws, where it pretty much take information from Amazon and you could just put in your presets not just for coloring books, but a few things. Children's books, storybooks, crossword puzzles. And you would put things into here. You can export it as an SVG. It has a guide. But I don't want to get too distracted, because the video is not about Kumo Amazon, which is specifically made for Amazon KDP. But this is a tool that I would invest in over just using the chatbot. But let's talk a little bit about the chatbot. And here's its welcoming message. AI coloring book assistant, the creative force turning everyday ideas into extraordinary coloring book pages. Let's dive into a world. Okay. I need ideas to create a stellar coloring book. Can you help me? So pretty much let me know how many ideas you need in any particular theme, styles, or subjects you're interested in. So let's just say I don't have any. I do not have any ideas in particular. I just know I like cats, the beach, and ice cream cones. If you could somehow put those together in a way that makes sense, I think that would be outstanding. Okay, so please let me know. I think 10 ideas would be good to start. So this is also something that's interesting, because you remember earlier in the video I showed you I used Pismo and also Pretty Prompts to come up with my ideas to scale the prompts. But you can actually go into the chatbot and it will actually give you ideas. Now, I wonder if it's going to be within 10 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they won't all be in 10 words. So I think my idea is probably best because it tells the AI to do what it needs to do. But here's what I'll say. Can you make sure each idea you give me is 10 words or less, please? And let's just see if it adhered to that instruction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it didn't. So that's just something to keep in mind. It does say it prefers 10 words or less. It's a little bit over. I think it still should be fine, but you can actually scale your prompts right here with the chatbot itself. And you could just copy and paste that and go into the AI generation or the single niche multiplier, or rather the K generation, because you know you can do up to 50 at a time, and you can go from there. And that's using the actual chatbot feature, the AI coloring book assistant. So let's check out the speedy SVGs and the PDF merger, and I think we'll wrap up the video because we're coming up on about an hour covering Nurie. So I'm not sure. I put speedy SVG, so a cat in sunglasses and shorts at the beach. That just seems to be the theme. And we'll generate our image. And this is as a SVG. If you notice earlier before, we were able to do PDFs and actually PNGs and even PowerPoints. So we can create here specifically for SVGs, but just be mindful that you cannot use Nano Banana. It doesn't seem like you can use the Elite feature here as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. And this is a tool that's been getting updated consistently. So I hope that if not the Nano Banana, at least the beta function with the improved images gets put out across the board. Because as you can see, our cat's hand is kind of blending in with the shorts right there. And that just doesn't look too appealing in my opinion. I understand AI is not perfect, but at least needs to be sensible for people to look at it and be like, hey, this looks cool, I may want to color this. But I don't think it's bad. If you need SVGs, here's your option. But obviously, I would stick with just using AI generation, doing 10 at a time, and just use the Nano Banana. To me, that is the most sensible thing to do, because right now it is the best image generation that it has for Nurie, in my opinion. So I would just go from there, even with the inconvenience of having to sit there and wait. Just being able to do 10 at a time, and Nano Banana, it just, nothing beats that in my opinion. And then we have the PDF merger, which is the last one, which is when we have all our images and we can combine and merge as a PDF. And I think this I'll save for the last feature, because I'm waiting to check and see if my actual K is finished. And once that's finished, we'll take all those and we'll do a PDF merger, and that'll be it. I'll show you that function and I'll wrap up the video. So just stand by and I'll wait for the K to finish. I'll take those images and we'll do a PDF merger, and then we'll wrap this video up. So I am in my email, fam, and as you can see, it gives me a link to check out the progress, and it's saying that it's going to take about 70 minutes and 44 seconds to create this. So let's go ahead and just check the progress. It's actually telling me to sign in again. Not sure why it's doing that, but that's fine. We can go ahead and sign in. Oh, I believe I didn't show you this, but it does show my stats. I am elite. I am lifetime. I have 20K left for today. 0 elite K tasks left for today, and I've generated a total of 1,400 images using Nurie. But as awesome as that is, I just want to check my progress. And now that we're logged in, can this allow me to check my progress? And it doesn't seem like that's letting me doing it. It's just prompting me to sign up again. I wonder if we could just copy and paste this, if that will make a difference. So let's go ahead and copy and paste that. Even though it seems kind of redundant, sometimes it does help. But no, it's just prompting me to check again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video, figure this out. We want to make sure that we have all our images ready to go, so I can show you that it did do its job. We'll do the PDF merger, and then I'll end the video. Okay, fam, so as you can see, you can actually see the times when I got the initial email and the time when I got the actual email when it completed. So just want to show you what it actually looks like. It is Monday, November 10th, 2025. Now, it shows me that the image generation is complete. It shows me every prompt that I actually use, and the art style advanced, which is the beta. The line thickness is medium, and it shows which prompts were unsuccessful. In addition, it also shows that these images will be deleted in 48 hours. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind. Nurie is not hosted forever. It would be unsustainable if it did. So if you got your images, you like them, you want to keep them, you gotta download them. So let's go ahead and view our images. And once again, it's asking us to sign in. No problem. We'll just sign in. And we're signed in. But it took us here. It didn't take us to our images, which is odd. So I do want to be able to see our images. And here they are. Here are our images, and as you can see, it goes from 1 all the way to 200 different images. And we have our panda on elephants. panda relaxing in hammock between two trees, and I apologize for the dogs barking. It's early in the morning where I'm at, and the animals are awake, kind of a bit in the neighborhood countryside, if you will. So I do apologize for any noise that you hear in the background. But let's try to stay focused on what we're seeing right here. And here we have our panda playing a harp under a starlit sky and in a secret cave. So we have a bunch of different prompts, and you gotta understand that it's using the advanced or rather the beta features. So these aren't Nano Banana. So we have 4 different options for each image that we can just pick and choose which ones that we want. And then we can download them all as zips individually or all together. And then we can just merge and create our PDF. So I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to download all of them, create a PDF, even though some of them are really silly, like why does our panda have 3 legs? I'll create our PDF with our cover, and we'll wrap up this video, so stand by, fam. Okay, fam, as you can see, we're in the PDF merger, the last part of this overview or review of Nurie Creator. We have all our images here that I uploaded. I can download it, or if I wanted, I could just select images from here, and I could put here that I wanted to merge, if I want to merge them, and we'll hit combine, and we have our merge PDF, and we can just open it here. And there you have it. We have our merge PDF. And I think that's going to do it for this video. What are your thoughts on Nurie Creator? Drop a thought in the comment section below. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer for Nano Banana. The additional features such as the chat bot and the ability to K your generations is awesome if you want to save time, because you know on this channel we appreciate simple. But having access to elite image generation capabilities in a unlimited manner is absolutely awesome, and I think it makes it well worth the asking price to have access to Nano Banana. For as long as they're offering it, absolutely, it gets 2 thumbs up from me. But drop a thought below in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. But I'm gonna end the video right here. This has been the overview and review of Nurie Creator, and I am Brian, the introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell, it's simple. I'll catch you in the next video, fam. Peace.